Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. Root Beer here, and in this video we're going to finish off our 2016 Grade 8 Gauss paper with question 25. In the table, the numbers in each row form an arithmetic sequence when read from left to right. Similarly, the numbers in each column form an arithmetic sequence when read from top to bottom. What is the sum of the digits of the value of x? Okay. An arithmetic sequence, just in case you don't know, is a sequence in which each term after the first is obtained from the previous term by adding a constant. For example, 3, 5, 7, 9 are the first four terms of an arithmetic sequence. So in this top row here, we could have 10, 12, 14, 16. Each one of these differs by 2. You don't have to have that. Of course, we could get something else. You know, we could have, what would work? 6, 9, 12, 15. Those all differ by 3. It doesn't have to be positive, I don't think. No one said increasing arithmetic sequence, just arithmetic sequence. So we could have 22 down to 21. Common difference there of -1, then to 20, then to 19, then to 18. So that's the idea. So we've got a whole bunch of arithmetic sequences. We only know a few numbers. This 18 here, 43, 40, 26, and then we're asked about x. Now there's 25 values here. There's 25 numbers that we've got. I'm not sure we can actually work everything out. We might be able to. I don't know. But we want to keep our eye on the prize, which is x. Maybe there's no way to get this one over here. I don't know. But we should be able to work out x. All my examples also used integer differences. It could be that you get 18.5, 19.5, things like that. It doesn't say they have to be integer differences. It's the grade 8 contest, so I'm sure it is, but it's possible it's not. So I'm not entirely sure where to go with a setup like this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at a smaller but similar case. A similar sort of situation. Suppose it wasn't 5 by 5. Maybe it's 3 by 3. My initial reaction might be that maybe there are some hidden arithmetic sequences, like that's got to be arithmetic, or that's got to be arithmetic, or something like that. Maybe the diagonals happen to be as well. That's my hope, because I do know that x is in one of the corners, and I think the 40 and 43 we were given are also on a diagonal. Yes, they are. So that could be true. But suppose I got a number up here in the corner, x, and I've got a common difference. Maybe the first row it goes x plus a, and then x plus, you add on another a, so it would be 2a. Maybe going down we go x plus b, and then x plus 2b. And then I don't think I can get the middle square just in terms of a and b. So it's probably some value, maybe call it x plus c. And then, well, how would you go from here to here? So the common difference would be x plus c minus x plus a. So common difference is c minus a. So I'd have to add that on to x plus c. So we'd get x plus 2c minus a here. And then going the other way, you'd get x plus 2c minus b. And that does give me enough information to try and work out that. So x plus 2c minus b minus x plus 2a. Common difference in the last column will be 2c minus b minus 2a. So I'll have to add that on again. We'll get x plus 4c minus 2b minus 2a. Does that work here? It should. It's the same sort of reasoning. Yeah. Because the common difference here will be 2c minus a minus 2b. And I add that on again, we'll be fine. Okay. So I'm not actually sure where to go from there. It seems like the whole thing is determined by just the choices of A, B, and C. So I'm wondering if I had a bigger one, do I just need to know A, B, and C, and can I work everything else out from there, no matter how big? Knowing A would determine this row. Knowing B would determine this row. B and C would determine this row. A and C would determine this row. And then A, B, and C determine this, and this, and this. And then we go. Yeah, so I just need to know those sort of three numbers. So it's 3 pieces of information along with your starting X. You should be able to work the whole thing out. So 4 pieces of information determine any sort of grid that works like this. And wouldn't you know it, they do give me 4 pieces of information. So maybe, I guess, if I make a bigger chart, I can do this. Oops. There we go. Something else I just thought of, you get an arithmetic sequence going backwards or forwards. So could I start with X as 18? Put X up in this corner and try and work some things out? Not entirely sure. I don't want to do anything crazy. So let's do X, X plus A, X plus 2A, X plus 3A, X plus 4A. You get X plus B, X plus C, so X plus 2C minus B, X plus 3C minus 2B, X plus 4C minus 3B. X plus 2B. I probably shouldn't have called this X, because that's what we're looking for. I probably should have thought ahead and maybe called it Y or something. But I'm not going to change it now. X plus 3B, X plus 4B. And so I just need to figure out X and B, and I'll get the bottom corner, which is what we want. So we'll get X plus 2C minus A, X plus 3C minus 2A, X plus 4C minus 3A here. And now we have to go across. This will still be X plus 4C minus 2A minus 2B. X plus 6C minus 4A minus 3B. X plus 8C minus 6A minus 4B. Does that make sense there? Yes, it does. Okay. And then we'll get X plus 12. Actually, what do we need? We need this one here. That's X plus C. We got this one. And actually, so we're working on the last one here. So we go up by 4 C's each time, so 12C. We go down by 3 A's each time, 9A. And it looks like we go down by 4 B's each time, so 8B. We could fill in the rest of this. I don't need to, because I've got expressions for what I want. So X plus 4A is 18. X plus C, I think that was 40. And the next one over, X plus 4C minus 2A minus 2B was 43. And then 26, I think, was the bottom number. X plus 12C minus 3A, or minus 9A minus 8B should be 26. Yes. Okay. Those are the numbers, right? Yep. No, I've got the 43 and the 40 in the wrong order. My mistake. So, 4 equations, 4 unknowns. I should be able to work this out. What I want to do is get rid of the x's first. I need to know x, I need to know b. Definitely want to get rid of the x's. So I'm going to subtract x plus c, so 43. I'm going to take everything and subtract it from 43. So 43 minus 18 is 33 minus 8, which should be 25. So 25 should be c minus 4a. And 3 should be negative 3c plus 2a plus 2b. Just taking these two equations and subtracting these two, and now these two. So 43 minus 26, that'll be 17, is 9a plus 8b minus 13c. So there, I got rid of all the x's. What else could we do? I suppose we could put c in terms of a by rearranging this equation here. C is 25 plus 4a. Then plugging that into what I'm calling now equations 2 and equations 3 could help. Then we'll get everything in terms of a and b. So 3 is equal to negative 3 times 25 plus 4a plus 2a plus 2b. So 3 is equal to minus 75 minus 12a plus 2a plus 2b. 78 is 2b minus 10a. And I can actually divide by 2 and bring the 10a over to the other side and say b is 78 divided by 2 is 39 plus 5a. So now I know what b is in terms of a. I know what c is in terms of a. Let's put it into this last equation. We should be able to find a. So 17 is 9a plus 8b. That's going to be 39 plus 5a minus 13c. Alright, so that should be 17 is 9a plus 8 times 40 is 320 minus an 8 would be 312 plus 40a minus 40a minus 13 times 25. 12 times 25 is 300, so that'll be minus 325 plus minus 52a. Okay, clean things up. Difference between those two, minus 13. So bring the minus 13 over. You'll get 30. 9a, that's 49a minus 52. So that'll be minus 3a. A should be negative 10. Plugging that in, we should be able to get b. B is 39 minus 5a, and so, or plus 5a, and so that's 39 minus 50, so that should be negative 11. And C is 25 plus 4a, so that'll be 25 minus 40, that'll be negative 15. And if that's the case, 43 was x plus c, so that's x minus 15. So x, and this is not the x we're solving for, just to remind you, it should be 58. Now the value that we actually wanted down in the bottom corner, which they called x, and I mistakenly have an x, we're looking for x plus 4b. So 58 plus 4b is going to be 58 minus 44. And that should be 14, and so the sum of the digits should be 5. Is 5 one of the possible answers? You bet it is. Right there, it's A. Okay. Now, I want to make sure, just because the negative numbers have me a little spooked, I want to actually figure out, does this actually work? Do I get an arithmetic sequence every single place? And exactly where we need it to be? And do I get the 40s and the 43s where they're supposed to go? So x should be 58. And now a is 10, so I should go down to 48, 38, 28, and 18. Okay, that makes sense. B was 11. So subtract 11, we should get 47, 36, 25, 14. And what else did we have? We had C was minus 15. So x plus 15, or x minus 15 would have been 43. So the difference here is 4, so we're going down by 4 each time. And here we're going down by 5, so this should be 38, 33, and 28. Going up by 14s on the bottom. That doesn't seem right. Because I should get a 26 down here. So that means I have made a mistake. Now I do get a 40 here. And a 42 and everything. 44. But I don't get 26 here, so I have made a mistake. But how and where? So on the bottom here, we're going up by 4 C's each time, subtracting 3 A's each time, and subtracting 4 B's. That should be right. I do have the position right, correct? Yeah, it should be 26. So what am I doing wrong? Aha! This should be an 11C. There we go. Yes, that should be an 11C. Because it's 1C minus 12 C's. So I had a 13 there. Okay, simple fix. It's only the last equation that we plugged in for, so this should be an 11, not a 13. So that should be a minus 44. And subtract 50 from that, so it should be 275. Okay. So, very, very different numbers now. Well, things worked out quite nicely until that 26. So, it's a good thing I stopped to double check. I'm sure somebody noticed that it should have been 11 a long time ago. That's okay. That happens. This is just another example of try to check your work. Anyway. So 25 and then a 12. So the difference between 312 and 275 should be 37. So we'll get 17 is 37. 9 A's, 40 A's should be 49 minus 44, so it should be plus 5A. And so minus 20 should be 5A. So A should be negative 4. And from there, we can work out B. What did we have? We had B is 39 plus 5A. So B should be 19. Okay, so that's a positive number, even if the A isn't. And then 25 plus 4A, so that's 25 minus 16. C should be 9. So if that's the case, if C is 9, then our value for X should be 30, oops, not 39, 34. Okay, so 34 plus 4B, and B is 19. We're going to get a very, very different answer. So 34 plus 19 times 4 is 76. And that's going to be 110. So the sum of the digits there is 2. Is 2 one of our possibilities? Absolutely it is. It's B. But we've been down this route before. Can we double check and make sure our answer is right? Of course we can. And I think before, just as before, the big test will be, does 26 fit into things? Does 26 work out just fine? Okay, so we start with 34. A is 4, so subtract 4, we get 30. 26, 22, and that does go down to 18. B was 19, as we saw, so we go all the way up to 110. Add on 19, that'll be 44 plus 9, so that'll be 53. And then we'll get 72, and then we'll get 91. Now C was just plain old 9, so X plus C will get 43. So the difference here is 10, so we'll go down to 33, 23, 13. We're going up by ones here, so that'll be 24, 25, 26 worked out. That's good. That's what we want to see. And here we're going up by 7s, so the next one will be 40. That works, that works, that works. 26, everything's good. Everything's where we need it to be. So our answer is going to be X. The value they want, that they called X, is 110. The sum of its digits will be 2. There we go. So I had a bit of a mistake. I mean, I did not know how to start the question. I don't think, in the end, there are some hidden arithmetic sequences or anything. Certainly the diagonals are not working out that way, but that's okay. We just introduced some variables, and it turns out we did have enough information. We can work out the whole thing. Perhaps while I'm talking, I will manage to do that. 13, so that'll end in a 6. 56, 69, and so 82. But I caught my mistake. I went a little further. I said I want to work this whole thing out. So 16, so this should go down to 8. This should be 3. This should be -2. I need to go 8 to get up to 90, so a difference of 28. 28 and 26 is going to be 54. That tracks. Difference here is 22, so we should get 47. Everything looks good. There's the full grid in all its glory. Well, we made a little mistake. We corrected it. We found that there was an error. I had mistakenly tried to subtract something in my head. And there we go. So the answer is B, and that finishes off the whole paper. It's been a good paper. If you're looking for more 2016 paper, you're free to try the grade 7 Gauss if you found this one a little hard. Of course, the grade 9 Pascal, a little more challenging. It's a little more math, but you might be ready for it. Anyway, I will see you for more math in the next video. Take care.